Hey guys, what's up? This is more than likely going to be my last video of 2009, and I just kind of wanted to talk about some of the things that I'm hoping for, kind of like my pro wrestling wish list for 2010. So I'll probably post this as a video response to Spinnernet's video about his pro wrestling wish list for 2010. Basically, the main thing that I want, which I think every WWE fan wants, I think we all pretty much want to see the death of the parental guidance era. It's done nothing but degrade World Wrestling Entertainment. It's done nothing but slap diehard fans in the face and I'm sure it's made a lot of people feel embarrassed that they're watching it. I know it's made me feel embarrassed. It's like a 20-year-old watching Blue's Clues every morning on Nick Jr. It makes the matches far less entertaining. 2009 was an absolutely horrible year in pro wrestling, especially for WWE. Of all the years that WWE has been around, and of all the years that I've been watching WWE, this would be the year that I would wish that I could take away and just scrap from the record books. That's how bad 2009 was for professional wrestling, because it saw the beginning of the PG era, and you saw less entertaining things, and I consider 2009 a total botch fest. If you can think back to the majority, like 98% of all of the amazing stunts and all the amazing things that have happened in WWE over the course of 2009, you'll notice that just about every single time there was constant botches. The last pay-per-view of 2009, TLC, was a perfect example. This pay-per-view was god-awful. This was, in my opinion, the worst pay-per-view, one of the worst pay-per-views of the year. And TLC, the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match between DX and Jericho and Big Show, was probably close, not necessarily the number one worst match of the year, but definitely on the list. Definitely on like a top 10 list of the worst matches of 2009, and in the worst matches in WWE history, the most disappointing matches. This match was a total letdown. This could have been a classic match. The perfect example of that was the end of the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match, where Chris Jericho was on the Big Show's shoulders, and he was going to grab the Unified Tag Team Championships. Shawn Michaels came into the ring and super kicked Big Show. Jericho was supposed to fall backwards off of the Big Show's shoulders and land through the table that was set up outside. They screwed that up, and Jericho completely missed the table, bounced his head off of it, but it looked so horrible and so cheesy, and it was such a big disappointment. The whole match was awful in itself. They used one table in the whole match. One table. That is ridiculous. One table. It was pathetic match, pathetic pay-per-view, awful way to end 2009. But that's why we have 2010. That's why we have a new year, a new day for professional wrestling. You've got the first Raw of 2010, the first TNA Impact of 2010. You've got a return of a Monday Night War. I can't really say Monday Night Wars yet because it's only going to be one so far. It's the first time that two wrestling companies have gone head-to-head live since Monday Night Raw and WCW Nitro back in the late 90s. So this night, just this night alone, is going to change the course of professional wrestling, of mainstream professional wrestling, for the whole year of 2009. Just this one night is going to change things. Because if TNA does well, then Vince McMahon is going to see, WWE management is going to see that they're not the only people in the game now. Now they got a little bit of competition on the way. You know, it's going to get to a point where every time Vince McMahon turns around, whenever WWE turns around, Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff and Vince Russo and Dixie Carter and TNA are going to be right there up his ass, breathing down his neck for all of 2010. Plus now we've got Bret Hart returning to the WWE. That's already a sign that things are starting to change in a big way, especially for TNA. Starting next week, some new changes in TNA taking place. My last video, I talk about the major changes in TNA, so check that out if you want to hear about the new changes within TNA. This video, I want to kind of end it here. Leave a comment and tell me what you want to see in 2010. It doesn't have to be pro wrestling related. Anything that you want to see happen in the year 2010. Any reasons why you think 2010 will be a better year or a worse year than 2009. Just leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions and what you guys want to see for 2010. Next Monday night, January 4th, a Monday Night War begins. I know a lot of people saying it's not really a Monday Night War yet, but we'll have to see. Monday night, fucking Bret Hart returning to WWE, fucking Hulk Hogan and TNA, fucking Eric Bischoff, fucking Vince Russo, that son of a bitch. We got all this crazy stuff happening in pro wrestling. Everything is going to change on this one night. These two companies are going to collide, and we're going to get to witness it, which is why it all pays off for the wrestling fans. We all are going to get to witness something very special next Monday night, live, on January 4th, 2010. As far as what's going to happen, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But until then, hope everybody has a very happy new year. Thank you so much for everybody who subscribed and who watched my videos and left comments. Thank you to everybody, and I will see you guys in 2010. In a brilliant light. 1 minute here, but the next you were gone. I thought you could stay, but I was so wrong.